This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we will be starting our next topic, that is routing customization, configuration of the routing. Okay, so the topics that we are going to cover, they are, we will see number range customizing for routing. Okay, then the maintaining the task list types. Okay, for the routings, for the creation of task lists, profile with default values. We will cover this. Then field selection. We'll understand what is field selection. Of course, we covered this yesterday in the work center. It's more or less same thing. Material type assignment, then routing status, how the routing status is configured, task list usage, how this is configured and how it is used, planner group, and then overview variant. So these are the ones we will cover in the routing configuration. Okay. So first we'll start with the control data configuration. Okay, so in the control data, we will define the number ranges. Okay, and then maintaining the task list types, standard value descriptions, profiles with default values, and the field selection. So these are the ones we will normally configure. Okay, so now let's go to the system. We will see one by one. Let me log in again. Okay, so let me go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG. So scroll down, go to production. Okay, then go to basic data. Okay, so today we are covering this one, routing configuration. So open the node. Here we are here. So first we'll start with the control data. So if you open the control data, here you have define number ranges for routings. This one we are discussing this one, define number ranges. So number ranges means what happens is when you create a routing, suppose let me open one more session. Okay, so I'll go to the one of the product. Okay, suppose we created routing for this one, right? Pepsi 1 liter bottle. Okay, let me open one more session. Open it, right? Sorry. Okay, so if you go to display CA03, it's okay. If you go to display routing, suppose if I enter the material and the plant, if you go inside, normally what we discussed, when you create a routing, if you go to header, system automatically assigns a group number, right? Group number and group code. Now the question is from where this group number is coming, how system is assigning this group number. Okay, so this group number comes from the number range configuration. So here, if you go to config, here you see define number ranges for routings. If you click on this, here you see, first let's go to the intervals. Here you see there is a button, intervals. Click on that. See, here you have the interval. So what is the interval? This is a from and this is to. Okay, and let me open a notepad file. So if you observe carefully, the number range interval is 0, 1. For this number range interval, this is from and this is to. Okay, so what system does is, I'll show you this. Okay, now if you observe carefully, you have one more number range also, 0, 2. So for 0, 2, this is the one. Somebody maintained this. Okay, this one. Okay. So now if you observe carefully, for the number range interval 0 to, if you see there is a checkbox activated. The last column, what is a column number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth column. Fifth column, you see there is a column name as external assignment and it is activated for number range interval 0. It is activated. So the meaning is this is external. So now what happens is number range you can assign in two ways. One is internal. Okay, next one is external. Internal means system will assign. System will assign in the sequence. Okay, that means suppose let's say the one which we created. This is the number. This number system assigned. Now, when you create a next routing, system will assign the number as 132. If you create next one, it will assign like this. So in the sequence, from this number range interval, it will assign. Okay. Whereas external means user. Okay, here. Whereas external means user will assign. That means we need to assign. We can assign. Suppose let's say let me go to CA01. Okay. Now what I will do, I'll try to create a new one. Okay, let me go to create mode. Okay, let me go to create mode. Let me delete everything. Okay. Now here system is assigning the group number normally, but we can give it. Suppose let's say if I give 7123, because it will not take. See, it will not take because 7123 is not allowed, because for external what setting they made for external you have to give from this number range interval. So suppose if I give this number external, now I am giving the number, now it will take. So that is external. That means we are giving the number. Okay, otherwise internal means system only will assign automatically based on this interval. Okay, so that is a number range configuration. So first you need to define the number range interval, and then that you need to assign to our routing. Suppose I'll show you. If you go back here, now we have our number range intervals 01 and 02. This is internal. Okay. This is internal. This is internal, and this one number range interval 02. This is from to, and this is external. So now these two will be assigned to this one. You see here there is option maintain task list types and